Okay, alright folks, this is going to be take 2 of this video since I waffled a bit too much in the first attempt. It's been a while since I've got a video out, so I'm just going to run through what has been changed since last time, show where I'm at. There's been a lot of back-end refactoring and things like that, and a few things I've been trying to get fixed that I haven't finished fixing yet. So here's what is done, basically. So first thing you see is a little menu here. It's very basic, bog standard, no real work in that. These two options obviously don't lead to anything anymore, so just hit the versus and takes us back into where we're at before. So the code behind this here has been changed quite a bit so that I can reuse it for what you'll see next, but on the front end it all looks the same as it has. So here's a simple stage select. So again, it reuses the same little selection grid and preview setup that I have the character select, but the way I'd done it before was a bit clumsy and fixed, so I've made that a lot more graceful now so I can reuse it. And we've got 2 stages here, so the new one there has just been added just to test some new, test and show some new stuff. So stages are now loaded in from a definition file like most other things, and it now supports having things in multiple layers and a little bit of parallax as well, though it's not used very heavily here. So you can see if as we move back and forth, the back layer does scroll, but very little. So it just gives a very slight illusion depth. What else have we got to show here? The main thing that's been added in this has been the ability to actually block things now. So you just throw in some lows there and just get kind of low block, and there you go. So that works as it should. But of course, if you drop that overhead, it still connects like the way it should. And again, if he's holding back, so it's easier to show in the corner. So no block highs, and again, not block lows. So simple enough, works the way it should. At the minute, it's not using any kind of concept of like a threat that extends from normals that sends you into a blocking animation when something's close. So if I hold down back on Ken and with low forward is just out of range, it's still fine. He doesn't go into a blocking animation. Now I may need to do an implementation of that and just keep it subtle, just to kind of preserve the right game feel. Having it this way might make it too easy to just walk away from everything. But whenever I get this polished a bit more and play test it, we'll see then if I need to go to the extra effort of adding that in. There's also a throw here as well, but I haven't actually implemented it, so you can't actually connect with the grab. It's just a little initial piece of that I did. You'll see at the start as well, there were some new little entrance animations. When the time runs out, we've got victory and timeout animations added in. Obviously that's not that much work, it's really just getting the sprite in and putting a little bit of simple logic in. There's not much else to show. There's been a few refactors. You may have noticed as well, like the hit animations are slightly better animated now. You also now can't just throw a fireball straight through someone like you could before. So the hitbox of the projectile just extends further back during its initial few frames, so you can't do that anymore. The way the effects are doesn't look great at the minute, but that's all stuff that will change anyway. So just the most important thing is it doesn't happen anymore. And I think that's more or less all the real visible things at the moment. One of the things I'm working on as well is fixing corner cross-ups as well. So you can see you can cross up properly in the left corner, but not the right. But I can easily swap some logic around to make it work in the right, not the left. But I'm still trying to figure out a nice way of making it just work properly regardless. Since there's a lot of interaction going on here because the characters are landing and they're pushing each other away from each other, the walls pushing them out. There's some stuff to work out there to get that working nicely. So it's one of the next things I'd like to get done. But I think that's about it for things to show off in this. So a few minor things, but a lot of stuff behind the scenes. But yeah. Oh. Yes, because I can close my video by pressing start. Immersion.